Recorded year 1998. Archive number 873. Class 2 clearance required.
And we are rolling. Nice one, Drake. Look at these fools trying to skate. Come on, man, do something cool. You want to be famous, right? Oh yeah, Drake! Woohoo!
Mr. Paul Hart was recording himself and his friends skateboarding. But the moment Mr. Hart tripped,
Whoa! Oh shit!
he fell or no-clipped into another level.
Head.
Right here in the Backrooms.
Hello?
A space somewhat familiar to one's mind, yet also unsettling beyond comprehension. The Backrooms. Mr. Hart, in his wander, recorded this footage, and it will help us fill the gaps in our research.
Anyone around?
In his entrance, Mr. Hart was unable to understand what exactly had happened to him. A skateboard with insects around it. Mono yellow walls that go on and on. All doors checked and opened seemed to lead him nowhere. Mr. Hart called out to his friends.
Guys? You think this is funny?
But he seemed to be alone here. So without any other choice, Mr. Hart decided to explore this labyrinth. He tapped on the walls, then turned on the radio. Purposeless actions seemed to indicate his anxiety, but the arrow he soon found after showed him the way, as if the place wanted to guide him. And in that place, he found a picture of a child with his eyes crossed out. Hart abruptly dropped the photo. Then after turning off the radio, he started running as he was being chased. What part of the Backrooms had upset him?
Guys, this isn't funny.
As Mr. Hart seemed to become more unstable, with echoes of a thumping sound, vivid red bloodstains, scribbles on the walls, and a grungy black entity. The level was somehow changing. Don't run, don't breathe. Close doors or it will notice. All these warnings scribbled in desperation. Mr. Hart probably knew in this moment that he was not exactly stuck alone here. Despite this, it attempts to exit the level.
Drake? Liam? Anyone?
Through the blood trail, Mr. Hart went forward. A shriek resembling a child's cry. Head decimated, wearing a yellow jacket and jeans, with tentacles flaying from his grotesque body. It went after Mr. Hart. Trying his best to keep his mind straight, Mr. Hart hid in the lockers. A smart tactic that made him live. But this only marked the start of Mr. Hart threatened to death and the twisted monster, a dreadful hide-and-seek for two. If he threw something, or walked a little bit faster, or made breathing noises, the monster would easily hear and find Mr. Hart. Then every single time, Mr. Hart had to find something to hide himself in, to shake himself off from it. moment of respite was non-existent, unfortunately, in this series of hallways. The continuous anomalies here never cease to frighten their victim. But Mr. Hart knew that he can't let it hear him. So with its mouth tightly covered, Mr. Hart tried to find an exit. But there was no exit. The footage dimmed for roughly an hour to show trash piles that made noise for it to hear, and pictures of the same child seen earlier. An unknown entity that resembles a clown, then an endless display of mannequins. After a nightmarish segment of time, Mr. Hart then discovered several objects that seemed a bit out of place. Maybe those objects are the key to escaping. Determined, Mr. Hart started collecting a child's bag, a plush doll, and a picture in a frame. Of course, the process was not easy. A room full of clocks, then a room filled with dead mice, and a room of butchered corpses. Keeping himself together from all this, Mr. Hart continued finding those objects. Then he ran into a wall with an arrow leading to a place very safe. With a sense of curiosity, Mr. Hart entered the room, to only find a corpse and a writing that said there is no escape. How did this person end up here? Is killing myself the only way to end this? But then Mr. Hart shook his head hard and continued scavenging through the back rooms, enduring the pressure
spicy fried chicken
that took him breathless. Mr. Hart managed to find the objects needed. At last, he found a way to escape from this labyrinth.
And we are rolling. Nice one, Drake. Look at these fools trying to skate. Come on, man, do something cool. You want to be famous, right? Oh yeah, Drake! Woohoo! Whoa! Oh shit. He's not breathing. He's not breathing. He broke his fucking neck. Oh my god. Shit. Fuck. Let's get out of here now. Let's get out of here. Liam, Drake, come check out this little wimp. What a fucking idiot. What's he doing all alone here? Let's go fuck with him. Grab the hammer. Liam, get his bag. Let's go lock him up. Get the hammer, let's go. Let's lock him up in Liam's house. Have some fun with this little shit.
This is where the recording ended. The VHS tape was later found in the real world, and the owner of the footage, Mr. Hart, had somehow made it out, but to only die in a skateboard accident merely minutes after his escape. However, the footage recorded before Mr. Hart's no-clip contained the horrific truth, more gruesome than the monster that pursued Mr. Hart. Liam Williams, 18. Drake Salvatore, 19. Paul Hart, also 19. These three teens, merely for their amusement, kidnapped and murdered Timmy, an 11-year-old child. Timmy's mother made a plea to release her son and said she wants him home.
Spicy fried chicken.
To make him spicy fried chicken, Timmy's favorite. But her dear wishes never came true. With the VHS tape discovered, the police found little Timmy's body near a forest. When they found the body, Timmy was wearing a yellow jacket and jeans, with his head and both arms detached. After the abduction, it is believed that he was killed after torture. The head was found near his body, but his arms were found some distance away, indicating that while his arms were severed, Timmy may have been alive, wandering, crying for help. The autopsy also revealed his last meal had been spicy fried chicken. Williams and Salvatore stated that they fed him well and were not bad to him at all, but this claim was objected. Both Williams and Salvatore were sentenced to death, and Hart was already dead. Thus, the records of a monster and real-life monsters, the three teens, end here. I still cannot comprehend the Backrooms, of its nature, purpose, or origin. But somehow I can surely feel that for the monsters that killed innocent Timmy, death may only be a beginning.